I've worked in secondary schools, SEN schools, like special educational needs schools. And work is very varied and very interesting. So I love what I do. And my main profession is IT. I'm come from an IT background. So I spent 30 years as an IT professional.
30 years.
Yeah. And I'm still doing it full time, but part time I'm doing private practice.
I want to be.
I guess, I think annoyingly, I think I've always had like a passion of working with people, wanting to help people. So my whole journey has been about working and helping people. So although I work as a therapist, I have a full-time job as well. So, but yeah, I think for me, one of the things is I've always wanted to help people, and I value confidentiality and trust. And so I recognize that for a lot of people, they didn't have that. So rather than expressing their thoughts, expressing their feeling, and especially with men, they internalize their feelings. And so I wanted to be able to offer that opportunity for people to be able to express themselves and what they're going through to help them. So that's the reason why I took that path.
There's a lot of things that you sacrifice. And for me, like I said, I'm in IT, I'm a troubleshooter. But for me, I didn't go into helping work. People just tell me their business. You know, so people do, I've got a kind of nature that people just tell me stuff, you know? And what happened for me, one of my daughters was going through something through adolescence, and she was really struggling, and I had to kind of step up in terms of, you know, being there to support her and what have you. And I spoke to everybody, my friends who had children, people then who didn't have children. Just, there's no rule book about bringing up children. So 2 people were very instrumental in helping me with this. Was Paul Coxon, who's a counsellor, therapist for about 15 years at the time, and my friend Elaine, who works with young people. And they had this way about them. When I was talking to them, I recognized what empathy was. I recognized what understanding was. They had this way about that I felt heard and understood. Didn't know that was counselling back then, you know? So I just reached out to them. We moved through our stuff, my daughter and us, and she's doing really, really well and everything's all good. You know, I said to Paul, what was your trade? And I said, bro, you could be a counsellor now because look what you've done. So he said, why don't you just try and take an introductory course and see if it's for you. I'm in IT, so I've gone and found an introductory course. Think I'm going to go and sit down with book and blackboard and paper and sit down and didn't realize, like you said, you learn a lot about yourself. I didn't realize that learning about counselling is learning a hell of a lot about yourself.